Hi everyone, and welcome back to Love and Life After 60. If you're new here, I'm Your Name, and this is a place where we have real conversations about relationships, dating, and personal growth later in life. Today's topic might feel a little uncomfortable, but it's important. I recently watched a video by relationship coach Matthew Hussey called The Adolescence Impact. It's aimed mostly at younger men, but honestly, I think his message hits just as hard, maybe harder for men over 60. So today, I want to talk about why so many men feel emotionally stuck, even in their 60s. Why relationships don't seem to work out the way they hoped. Why women seem too picky, or hard to impress, or uninterested entirely. Let's talk about it, not to judge, but to understand and grow. Section 1. What is the Adolescence Impact? 1:30 to 4:30. In Matthew Hussey's video, he shares a simple but powerful idea. A lot of men didn't emotionally grow up at the same pace as women, and that's not just about immaturity or making bad choices. It's deeper than that. He explains how many boys grow up being praised for being cool, for not showing emotion, or for being sexually active. Emotional intelligence, communication, vulnerability. Those things often weren't rewarded or even taught. As a result, a lot of men carry those same patterns into adulthood and into relationships. But here's the twist most people don't talk about. If you didn't emotionally mature at 20 or 30, that issue doesn't magically fix itself at 60. In fact, it can get worse. Loneliness sets in. Divorce or widowhood may have changed your life. Dating feels harder. The rules seem confusing. And suddenly you find yourself wondering, why does it seem like every woman my age wants something I don't know how to give? Let's break that down. Section 2. Emotional growth doesn't happen with age, 4:30 to 8. It's tempting to believe that getting older automatically makes us wiser, kinder, or better at relationships. But the truth is, emotional maturity is a choice, not a birthday gift. There are plenty of men in their 60s and 70s who still struggle to talk about feelings, avoid vulnerability because it feels weak, get defensive instead of reflective, think that being a nice guy should be enough. Does that sound harsh? Maybe, but it's also incredibly common and human. You see, men were often taught that their value came from what they could do. Earn money, fix things, provide, protect, not from who they are emotionally. So when a woman asks, "Can you communicate? Can you connect with me emotionally? Can you be consistent, honest, and safe?" It can feel like she's asking for something you were never trained to offer. But here's the good news: you can learn it at any age. Section 3. Why women seem too demanding. I've heard this from a lot of older men. Women today expect too much. They're too picky. No one wants to give a good man a chance anymore. But let's pause for a second. What if they're not asking for too much? What if they're asking for what they've earned? Most women over 60 have been through a lot. They've survived heartbreak, raised families, maybe cared for sick loved ones, or rebuilt their lives after loss. They're not interested in babysitting someone's ego or playing therapist for a man who won't meet them halfway. They want emotional safety, clear communication, accountability, self-awareness. And they deserve that. The men who say, "I don't know what she wants," are often really saying, "I don't know how to meet her emotionally." And that scares me. That fear is okay, but ignoring it, that's what keeps you stuck. Section 4. How to break the pattern. So what can you actually do about this? Here are some honest, practical steps. 1. Acknowledge the gap. If you've spent most of your life avoiding emotional conversations or brushing off feelings, recognize that. Don't shame yourself, just own it. 2. Start small. Practice saying what you feel, even if it's just, "I feel a little nervous right now," or "I'm not sure how to talk about this, but I want to try." 3. Ask instead of assuming. Don't assume you know what a woman wants. Ask, how do you feel about that? What makes you feel heard or safe in a relationship? 4.